That was her first game.
Yeah, that was her first game.
Did she have fun?
Oh, she loved it. I think she loved it. It's
I know, you never know with the kids.
when you get to 12, like you don't want grown-ups to know that you're having fun. I think she had fun. She was quiet the entire time. And so I think that's because she was enjoying watching the game. Had pretty good seats. She got to see some cool things. She's like, move, you're in my aura pit. Like, okay. So we pull up, and she's like, hold on, I got to get a pic for my aura. It's like, hey, you know I work up here. It would be a better pic from upstairs. You can get the whole crowd shot and Bill Street. So no, I don't want to go where you worked. Brought her up here. She was asking questions. It's like, oh, okay, all right.
I thought you didn't want to know where I work.
But before we came up here, I was like, hey, you want to go on Bill Street and get some fudge? She's like, no, I don't want to do that. It's like, okay. We get up here. It's like, hey, why have you guys never taken me to Bill Street? It's like, you little mother bleeper. We was just down there right by Bill Street. I asked you if you wanted to go. So went on Bill Street. She got pictures of Bill, got her some fudge. It was a really, really good night.
I haven't had that fudge in a long time.
Jessica, that fudge, you know where the fudge shop is.
I know exactly where the fudge is.
Do they still do the local discount?
I don't know. I haven't been there since
they didn't.
2021.
I don't think they gave us one.
I had to stop.
Yeah.
I had to stop going to the fudge place, the candy shop.
She got the fudge. She got peanut butter
get?
Oreo joint. She grabbed that so that's, you know where the fudge shop is.
Yes.
By the time we got to here, to the forum, it was gone. It was gone.
They have that blue suede shoe one that's like banana light, but it has the sprinkly glitter on it, which would not be my normal fudge choice. I'm a Rocky Road fudger.
Got you.
But that one's really good.
That you said fudger with a hard ER.
I did.
Yes.
It came out harsh.
That's special.
It came out a little harsh.
When I do this dessert crawl, are you gonna be in?
When are you doing a dessert
I don't know. I'm gonna find the date. We're gonna crawl around and eat all the desserts downtown.
Absolutely in. What's up, everybody? It is Thursday, March 5th. I wrote May 5th. Wow. Jumping a couple months ahead. That is the life of the Grizzlies right now. March 5th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, the Memphis Grizzlies fall to the Portland Trailblazers last night here at FedEx Forum. We'll tell you everything you need to know. Omax Prosper upgraded to a standard contract with the Grizzlies. Ryan Rupert now on that two-way. We'll get into all the Grizz happenings. We'll get into the NBA last night, college basketball last night as well. We will do a draft because it is Thursday and we are drafting in honor of Punch the Monkey, the best viral animals of all time. The animals that have gone viral in honor of Punch. We also have a special Theater Thursday gift. Nathaniel Hackman originated the role of Biff in Back to the Future on Broadway. He's now here in Memphis touring with the touring company. We'll do some what we're watching, movies that we've watched this week. And I have to have CJ weigh in on Was It a Fight? We have a Was It a Fight of the Day. I think it was a fight. Anyway, it's a Thursday. You know what we say. Happy National Cheese Doodle Day. Yeah. Doodle. 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 Doodle.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All three of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
I risk my life to tell y'all these truths.
Cat Williams is back. Brand new material, a new tour, and the same legendary laughter he's delivered for decades.
Nick Cannon got 136 children, Jesus. Did you know that?
Always classic, always Cat.
White people are friendly. You can call them at 3 o'clock in the morning with the wrong number and they won't even be mad at you. Hello? No, I'm sorry. No Shaquita here.
The Golden Age Tour, March 6th in FedEx Forum. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday, almost Friday. Fun show ahead. Lots to get into between the NBA, college basketball, and more. But last night here at FedEx Forum, the Memphis Grizzlies fell to the Portland Trailblazers 122-114, and the Grizzlies now 6 games behind the Trailblazers, who hold on to that last play-in spot in the Western Conference. CJ, what if I told you that the bottom 10 teams in the NBA have now lost a combined 44 straight games? 44. The Grizzlies, the Mavs, the Pelicans, the Jazz, the Kings, the Bucks, the Bulls, the Wizards, the Nets, and the Pacers are riding a collective 44-game losing streak. It was in jeopardy last night. The Bucks led the Hawks at half and then got outscored 65-42 in the second half. The Jazz led the Sixers with 4 minutes left in their game, but you know the Jazz are good for it. And then the Grizzlies also almost beat the Portland Trailblazers last night, which is kind of incredible considering they were coming off a Tuesday night game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They got home late. Coach Isolo said they didn't get back to their houses until around 3 a.m. yesterday morning. So coming off a flight home, 3 a.m. bedtime, no shoot around, and then they only had 8 bodies available, and they played hard. Like, I can't praise the effort enough. If you come to these games, this team plays hard. And there is something to be said with that. Portland's vets at the end, Drew Holiday and Jeremy Grant, making tough shot after tough shot. When is the last time you watched Drew Holiday make 8 threes in an NBA game? I'll tell you, it was February of 2023. But he had 8 threes last night, and him and Grant combining for 65 of the Blazers, 122 points. Blazers were without their all-star, Denny Avdia. They had to play most of the game without Donovan Clingan because Donovan Clingan made a very unnecessary and excessive action against Max Prosper. How rude.
Very unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Absolutely unnecessary.
Very understandable. Completely understand why. This goes back to the Jokic conversation we had earlier this week, where Clingan in this game, and in a lot of games, but in this game in particular, dwarfs everybody. He's so much larger than everybody. And I don't know how, as a league, the NBA hasn't figured out a better way to officiate the biggest of big dudes. And so Clingan is out there getting slapped every time he's near the ball.
We got such a hot F mic moment from Donovan Clingan last night on the radio broadcast.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
He
when?
wanted a call. He was somewhere under. I think it was at a time where Jemai and Javon were trying to do the little double box out of him. And you could hear the sound of hand on skin.
Yes.
And then you just hear Donovan Clingan go, "What the F, man?"
Donovan Clingan.
And a few minutes later.
Donovan Clingan comes in his usual hue. Whatever color he is, that's what color he started the game as. At a certain point, his arms are just red.
Yeah.
They're just red. And the rest have got to do a better job of calling it. I get what Clingan was trying to do. Clingan was trying to, hey, if y'all aren't going to call it, I got to get these dudes up off of me, so I'm going to get them up off of me. The issue is it's too high and it's to the face, and it was intentional.
On the day Omax got his contract.
Hey, earn that money, baby. The other issue is, even if Clingan bends as low as he bends and then goes there at what should be somebody's midsection on regular people, Clingan is so large, he'll end up just hitting them in the neck. And so, there's nothing that can be done there. They knew immediately also. Omax hits the ground. Clingan just goes straight to the bench. Williams pops up and goes and gets ready to check in.
Just became important at my job tonight.
Clingan sits down. He gets tossed. He untucks his shirt, pulls his pants, adjusts his pants. He's like, yeah, I should have got tossed for that.
He was getting so frustrated.
Apologize. And rightfully so.
I understood. I saw it happening before my eyes. And unnecessary and excessive.
And understandable.
I thought the ejection was a little weak, but it is what it is.
You can't intentionally elbow somebody in the
and especially in the face. And he was down, and Omax passed the how many fingers am I holding up concussion test. Because
thank goodness.
At first I was like, Jemai had 4 fouls in however many minutes.
All set and screens?
Or, yes.
All set and screens.
They're calling that, speaking of excessively in the NBA this season. And then I was like, oh no, Omax, it would be so on brand for this team this season and the last couple seasons for Omax to get promoted from his 2-way contract to a standard contract and on that very day suffer an injury and have to leave the game. But he stayed in. He was able to stay in the game, and the Grizzlies were able to have the 8 bodies available and 7 of the 8 in double figures last night. I did think once Donovan Clingan got ejected, I was like, oh, the Grizzlies just might win this game because he was crushing them on the offensive rebounds. The second chance points were killing him from the jump. And then the Grizzlies killed themselves with a bunch of turnovers. Blazers had 23 points off of turnovers, and they had those vets making those tough shots down the stretch. I did think from good things to take away from the Grizzlies, Jalen Wells is on a 3-game offensive surge. He had been struggling, and now last night, 24 points to lead the Grizzlies on 8 of 15 shooting, 4 of 8 from 3. Over his last 3 games, he's averaging 20 points on 64% shooting and 56% from 3. It's just nice to see him shooting the ball with some confidence again. And then I am really enjoying the point guard factory that currently exists within the Grizzlies this season because they don't have Scotty last night. They don't have Ty. Javon Small gets the start. I saw somebody ask if we can start calling him Biggie Smalls every time he makes a big play. Because obviously I think it's Pete and Brevin do they can't call him Javon Small. He's Javon Big. He does have those plays. Like the chase down block was really nice last night. You see these flashes of his athleticism, and then he's got a nice little handle. He had Wesley straight on his butt yesterday coming up the court, which was nice to see. Between him and I look forward to seeing Walter Clayton put a little more emphasis on scoring. He has so much emphasis right now on facilitating, but he's passing up some wide open top of the key threes last night, and he has a nice little burst.
Okay, so here's my question to you.
Yeah.
I'm the one getting to throw the grenades.
Oh,
now,
I love a grenade.
Are they? You got the your first selection in the first round for this Grizzlies franchise with the growth of Javon Small, with your interest in Walter Clayton Jr. You got Scottie Pippen as well and Ty Jerome. Your first pick.
I'm so glad you're asking this question today.
Are you going after a guard, even one as dynamic who can score like a Acuff?
Yes,
if he's
CJ.
there?
After last night, this has been growing, and I was going to talk about this later, but you threw the grenade, so let's go right now.
It wasn't even a grenade.
Not
if you
even
were
a grenade, just a
for
nice little toss and a wee.
Look at you with the what do we call that net that shoots down the missiles? What is it?
The dome.
The dome.
Yeah.
Look at you with the dome. There it is.
I love Darius Acuff. I know I am not alone. I know this has been a growing sentiment, and even as his game has continued to grow this season, he played his last home game last night for Arkansas. They beat the hell out of Texas. He was so good Again, 28 points and 13 assists. According to OptaStats, Darius Acuff is the first Division I player to ever average 20 points, 5 assists while shooting 40% from 3 and having an assist-to-turnover ratio of 3. I see it. You watch and tell your dad to cover his ears, but you think, like, could he be Damian Lillard-esque for a team someday? And I thought it was so telling after the game. Texas coach Sean Miller gave some of the highest of praise that you will hear from an opposing coach talking about a player that just beat his team. This was Sean Miller on Darius Acuff after last night's win. Take a listen.
You know, I'm just going to make one statement here. Usually a guy like Acuff gets, too much credit or too much respect as a young player in college basketball. You know, that can happen sometimes when a guy is that highly touted and certainly has this bright future beyond college like he does. But in my time, and I'll just go 34 years, I've never seen a point guard better. And when people talk about, who's going to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft or who's the best player in the conference, I mean, just for a perspective, and I think our conference is great, he averages 25 points a game. I'll just start right there. He shoots 40% from the three-point line. He leads our league in assists. I think he's the first player since Pete Maravich who's led our league in both points and assists. If you look at Arkansas as a team, the best thing they do is they never turn the ball over, and that's because he has the ball in his hands 80% of the time. His assist-to-turnover ratio is astonishing. And not until you actually are in the game and you feel his presence. The adage of a point guard makes the game easier for his teammates. He's a textbook prime example of that. I just have never been on a court where one player at that position is any better than he is. Greatness is how I would describe his game, and seems like an amazing young man. And, just to watch, I bring
That's
it up
high
because
praise.
this is game.
I mean, that's high praise
he's
coming
like
from a coach.
He waxes on for 2 minutes about how great Darius Acuff is, how in his 34 years of coaching, that's the best point guard that he's ever seen. And he's an elite scorer. He's an elite playmaker. He's got to be SEC Player of the Year. And I look at him and say, I don't care how many point guards you have on this Grizzlies roster right now. If he is available, that is somebody who can lead your team.
Acuff averaging 22 points per game, 6.2 assists while shooting 49% from the field and 42% from 3. Only player in the nation with that type of stat line. If he continues on his way, they got one more game. So we'll see, 1 or 2. I can't remember. Acuff would be the second player to lead the SEC in scoring and assists. The other player to do it was some guy named Pete Maravich.
Oh.
Right. So that's
decent company.
He's special.
Really
he is.
special.
And that's why, going back to another conversation we had earlier this week, I cheer for this team to win games. Because even if they end up with the 8th or 9th pick, a dude like that is going to be available.
He's not going to be available at 8.
You don't think so?
No. I think best case, the most recent mock draft, the Athletics mock draft, Sam Vecini's this week had him at 7.
Oh, that's basically 8.
It's not basically 8.
That's
it's 7.
basically 8.
It's a big difference.
You can move 8 and whatever pick you end up with in the first round and move up to 7.
That's what I would
That's
imagine.
basically, again, you'll
if
basically
there's a player
be
that
there.
you really want,
you can get up. The
and we've
Grizzlies
seen this
have the
front office
assets
do
to
that
get
before.
up.
Right.
So 7. 7, we're going, I'm trying to name them. So the big 3 this year, the AJ,
Peterson,
and Cam.
Caleb
Wilson. Then we go, my man up in Louisville. Why am I blanking on his name?
No, not Michael.
Not
then
Michael. Kingston. Kingston Flemings. Okay.
And then Wagler. And then Acuff. This was in the Athletics. They have Michael with the Grizzlies at 8.
Okay. Which, again.
And he's a great player.
Which, he is phenomenal as well.
You know how this goes, though.
They're different players, but.
You can look at this draft and say, this draft is deep, and sure, you can get a phenomenal player at 8. And hell, you can get a phenomenal player at 17. But you start to fall in love with certain guys throughout this process when you really put your attention there. And between Acuff and Boozer, like, I've got.
Why is your heart so small? Because I've loved all.
I like to focus.
I love all of them. All the dudes who you named, who we've named, I love. I also love Asar. I also love what's my man's name at Duke? Bonga. I also love him.
Like him.
I love him so very, very much. Quietly, I love Burries also. Right there, there's a bunch of dudes in this draft.
I like Phylon.
Do you?
I do, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Ever since that Alabama-Arkansas game where Acuff got all the attention, I thought Phylon had a really nice game.
He did.
I've just kind of been trailing him through. I know, you can have a big heart, Grinch style.
Yeah, love
Grinch
all
at the
these,
end of the movie, not Grinch at the beginning of the movie.
Love all of these dudes because they're all really, really good.
Acuff's awesome.
But all of them are that. All of them are awesome the way you said awesome.
No, you
yes,
have
they
to.
are.
There are tiers of this thing, right? There are absolutely tiers of this thing. Like
Okay.
I'm sitting here as well and thinking, I think there's a clear tier off of, like, I think Boozer is special. I think Peterson is special, even with all of the issues. And DeBonsa, absolutely, the best wing that we have in this situation. However, when it comes to the guards, I just think Acuff is a class above. I think what he gives you both as a scorer and a playmaker and being a genuine threat from the three-point line is something that you bottle that up and you infuse that in a team, and I could see him making a difference fast.
I understand that, right? Fine. If you have him being more special than these other guys, fine.
That's what we do this time of year.
Yeah, but we shouldn't with this one because the guys behind who you might have behind Acuff, they're special also. I guess to me, this is like, okay, you have to choose one of your favorite foods.
Is this a millennial draft? Everybody gets a gold star? Everybody gets a trophy?
Yeah, because everybody's good. Everybody potentially great franchise-altering type play. And by everybody, I mean the top 11 or 12.
The potential
is legit there for them to come in and be dudes who are making an instant impact and a sustained impact on whichever franchise that gets them. I understand falling in love, but don't just start poo-pooing some of these other guys away.
I'm not poo-pooing. I'm just saying that I have preferences.
I'm so in love with. No, I'll take any of them. Any of them right now. Let's go. Top 10, any of them. We can make that work. I'll figure out how to build around them. They're all awesome, and it's setting up to be a tremendous March, and I cannot wait.
They should use that Olivia Dean song, I find it so easy to fall in love with all of these draft picks. All of them. While we're on the Arkansas game, because of the Acuff thing, did you see the Arkansas Hog fighting the Tyson Chicken last night?
They're supposed to be on the same side of things.
That's a real sentence said in 2026.
They're supposed to be
That's
friends
a real
now.
sentence. They're friends, but Boss Hog and Tyson Chicken.
Were they fighting? It looked like
Or
they were
are they
lip to lip.
dancing?
They were lip to lip there at the beginning.
I think they were having a little square
Look at
off.
them. Look at them.
Which mascot owns this place? And financially, I'd say Tyson. I'd say Tyson Chicken. It did give me this idea. I am a purist. I hate the sponsorship patches on college jerseys. It hurts. I understand it. I get the revenue. I understand why Arkansas and Tyson Foods struck a big jersey patch deal that sends 90% of money to the players. I get it. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Aesthetically, it is bleh. I hate that there's now a Tyson patch above an SEC patch above the Arkansas lettering. It's a lot of words and a lot of red on the jersey. However, I did not think of the added bonus of corporate mascots fighting against collegiate mascots. And now I have a vision of some team working with Chick-fil-A and their patch says, eat more chicken. And then they have that damn cow running around one of their games and like fighting Ugga. Like just the Chick-fil-A cow versus Ugga the bulldog. The possibilities are endless. We got to get one here in Memphis. We've got to get a jersey patch and a corporate mascot. Do they have a plane? Do they have a plushy plane for FedEx? What's FedEx's mascot?
Is it airplane?
I mean, it should be. Or a truck.
Or a truck.
Or a box.
Or a box.
Billy the Box.
Billy the Box,
Billy
FedEx.
the Box. Make it happen.
Free game.
Come fight the tiger.
Pouncer? Pouncer's a lover. Pouncer's not a
Pouncer is a lover. He would do a dance battle. He's more of a dance battle, not a battle.
Pouncer the homie.
Anyway, anything else from the Grizzlies game last night that stood out to you?
No. They try. They're
And that's
undersized.
nice.
They're just big. Another big who you're like, really? Has a season high night. Like Robert Williams had a season high in points. I guess that's just what they're going to be because they don't have anybody large. They had at one point in time, I felt like they had more assistant coaches on the bench than players actually available to play.
Yeah.
So
Devin came up to me before the game. He's like, why are there no players warming up? I said, because there's no players playing. There's 8. So that's all they've got. One important thing I brought up on the double post last night might have been the most important thing that I saw from the Grizzlies. At the end of the game, I was waiting to do our post-game stuff with Lang, and so it was the final 2 minutes of the game. And I am watching Taj Gibson, who was on the bench for the Grizzlies last night. Taj Gibson was interacting with every single official, dapping him up, giving him a hug. Hey, how's it going? How's the family? What's new? That's the vet moves that I want. I want a vet who knows all the officials. I want them to know their kids' names. I want them to know what they want for Christmas so that you can facilitate those interactions and help this team as the vets do around this league. That was nice to see. And I really appreciated the sign that Vernon posted. Did you see that?
When you sent it, I saw it.
I wasn't even going to bring up the Marcus Smart thing. I know that was discussed yesterday. Marcus Smart saying that Memphis has the ugliest fans.
I missed that entirely.
It was annoying. I don't like to give airspace to things he says like that or things Chandler Parsons says. Like, come on. At some point, just let him yap. But I thought the sign that made its way to FedEx Forum yesterday that said, Marcus Smart, you so ugly, was up Lego head, was a real testament to what Memphis will do to you. Memphis won't just boo you. Memphis will send its children with signs pointing out that you have a Lego head. And I appreciate that about this city.
That's good stuff.
It's a good sign.
That's good. Wants to make sure that
good sign.
Marcus Smart knows he got a Lego head.
You have a Lego head. You're gonna come for the fans of Memphis. You're gonna come for the people of Memphis.
Lego head.
With your Lego head? Okay. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, NBA action last night. We need a new word for the Hornets. They have surpassed surging. We'll come up with one. They beat the Celtics. Meanwhile, the Thunder at Madison Square Garden. What was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wearing? Thunder got a big win. We will get into all of that on the other side.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Wells, a rhythm 3. Yes, sir! That's an exclamation point on this game.
Grizz fans, defend your home court from pests with Terminix. Before cockroaches, spiders, and mice show up, Terminix it with our pest-free 365-plus year-round protection plan. Visit Terminix.com today and enter code SAVE50 at checkout to save $50. Terms apply. Go Grizzlies!
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. One exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Welcome back, welcome back. While the Grizzlies were playing their game against the Trailblazers here at FedEx Forum last night, a couple big ones around the NBA. The Charlotte Hornets are still surging, so much so that I would now say they are booming. They are skyrocketing.
Booming. Skyrocketing.
Let me lay it out for you.
Come on, Jessica.
They crushed the Celtics last night.
Okay, aren't they still in like 8th?
118-89, the final. This LaMelo Ball shot over Jaylen Brown that is so far out we can't even get it on the screen in this 3-box was a no, yes shot. If I ever did see one from LaMelo, here we go. We can get it in full. No, yes. They're toying with them. This Hornets team, you are sitting there you are, smarming. How dare I say that the Hornets are booming? Man, the Hornets have won 6 straight, and all 6 of those wins have been by 15+. And they're 16-4 over their last 20 games. I would say they have been the most impressive team since the calendar year turned to 2026. They were 12 games under 500, CJ. 12 games under 500. And they are now above 500. They haven't finished a season above 500 since 2022. They are above 500. Yes, they are still in 8th in the East. But they have beaten the Celtics by 29. They have beaten the Thunder by 27. They have beaten the Nuggets by 23, the Magic by 27, the Lakers by 18, the Rockets by 10. They are beating the brakes off of teams. And they just might be the hottest team right now. And I called them the surging Hornets first.
I'll allow the
Was it a joke at first? Maybe. Has it turned into a reality? Yes.
I'll allow hot Hornets.
Okay, fine. Hot Hornets.
They're something. They are. They're doing what you ladies.
Smoking Hornets?
Smoking. I'm fine. The smoking Hornets.
Okay. Waiting for the flames.
They're
just kind of sizzling
cool
on the coals.
Also. But it's hard.
I don't want to early anoint.
You early anointing them as surging, and look at the success that they've had.
Okay, fine. So they're the booming Hornets.
Oh, well, come on now.
If I was the Celtics, I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs.
Right now, the way that they're playing, 7-game series, Celtics in 5. What are we talking about?
No.
This is a great story for a regular season. When you're playing a different team every night in a 7-game series, when you're playing a good team every night and the same good team every night, like that's just a different thing entirely. The best story, like you said, of the NBA season since the calendar turned to 2026, the Charlotte Hornets. Absolutely. They are playing really, really good high-level basketball. I hope it gets sustained. I hope that they do become the booming Charlotte Hornets.
I can't believe I didn't think of this, Courtney in the chat. The buzzing Hornets.
Oh,
they are buzzing. What's the buzz?
Hasn't the buzz passed? We passed the buzz around
Is
win
buzz
number
before
4 in a
surge?
row. Yeah, I think so.
So they're buzzing and then they're surging.
I think you can buzz and surge at the same time.
Now they're booming.
They're booming. Let them be booming.
Booming in the Queen City in Women's History Month. Let's go.
Oh, how about them?
Meant to be.
How about them?
Meant to be. Speaking of 7-game series, many watched Thunder Knicks last night and said, give me this for 7 games. Thunder win 103-100. Chet was awesome with 28. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 26. Hit a big 3 to really ice it for the Thunder. Yeah. Could it be a finals matchup? Sure. I'm more concerned about what SGA was wearing last night. We'll get to the basketball of it all. But I think we had one of those iconic fashion moments in the NBA last evening, courtesy of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coming to Madison Square Garden. This was both his entrance outfit and the coat that he wore during his post-game press conference. This is straight fluff. That is one fluffy coat. That is like the teddy bear you win when you actually knock over those dumb glass bottles at the fair. Like the bear that you're not supposed to win because the game is rigged against you, but you finally do it. That is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander last night. Guess what the temperature was in New York City?
50.
46 degrees.
Yeah, 50.
Balmy.
Yeah.
It makes it look like it's 2 degrees. Now, I'm not going to hate it because I am team cozy. I would love to be as cozy as possible at all times. That's how I look when I get on the couch. I take my little fluffy blanket and I throw it around my whole body and I snuggle up. He just wore it in coat form. I don't understand the top-bottom piece of it, though.
Keeps your neck and your chin. He can't grow a beard, apparently, and so it keeps this part of your face
warm.
Oh,
yeah, face warmer.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Of
Sometimes
course.
you got to put stuff on your face, man, to keep it warm.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'll never knock a person for being cozy, but I'm putting that right up there with that Kyle Kuzma pink sweater situation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll remember that. Every now and then I see an outfit where I'm like, I will remember that, and that is that coat.
Dwayne Wade had the white button-down, I think, flower shirt, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yep.
Once upon
I know exactly what, yep.
That's the one. That's
Yep.
like, okay, all right. That's, first off, that's money.
Mhm.
Second off, that looks good. I want that one.
The LeBron short suit.
Oh.
I think about often.
Did he have the short suit with the Merce?
Yes. Was it a Merce or was it a briefcase?
Why do I feel like
it a
was?
Merce?
I feel like it was a Merce.
What's your feeling on Merces?
I'm more of a fan of a satchel.
It's kind of like a duffel Merce,
Got you.
but a small duffel.
I prefer bags for men. I'd go satchel, Merce, then fanny pack.
I consider a satchel a Merce.
Do you?
I do. I
Okay.
can't help it. I don't know why.
Because it's on the back.
I know.
Okay.
Well, sometimes people wear it in the front or back.
Okay.
I can't. Some men can pull it off, and others can't.
My satchel
It's a
makes
personal thing.
makes me feel like I'm on an adventure, right? So
like
throw it on like me and Tom Sawyer are kicking it on the boat, on the raft.
It was Huck on the raft, wasn't it?
Oh, me and Huck. I'm sorry, I
Right?
got my white people confused. I apologize. Yes.
Well, Tom and Huck were friends, so you know.
They weren't friends. They were frenemies. Yeah, they didn't like one another. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair assessment. Chris made us get an adventure backpack.
Ooh.
He really wants to camp. He really wants to enter his camping era. He is a
Dude,
35-year-old white man, and he wants to camp.
We talked about this. I think I talked to him about
We've
this.
advanced. He's bought a lot of
Advanced?
things. Yep.
Where y'all gonna camp at?
That's a great question. He has a list of like 8 places. Some are near, some are far. Some are car camping. I said, where are we going to? I said, we don't have anything to sleep in to camp. He goes, don't worry, I have people to borrow from.
What do you do when camping at the ripe old age of almost 40?
He wants to, okay, slow your roll. I'm not even 35 yet. You cannot say ripe old age of almost 40. I'm on the ripe old age of almost 35.
You're closer to 40 than 18.
I did
Come on.
casually tell someone I was 33 this week, and it took me 2 whole days to realize I turned 34 last month. To hike, which I'm good with. I love a
Okay.
good hike.
All right.
I just don't need to camp.
You can hike and then
and
drive
then go
to the
somewhere
hotel
else.
and
But
sleep.
he really wants. He's obsessed with it. You should see this backpack. He put it on. It like has the
The straps?
yeah, the straps that clip into each other. He's like, and I can take it on adventures for the rest of our life. And I said, okay, but dude, you do you, adventure boy. Like,
Adventure boy.
You've got
Shout out
this.
to A.B. Luther.
Anyway, not a satchel. I think it's a result because I totally couldn't buy a satchel, so he punished me by buying an adventure backpack.
Wait, why couldn't he buy the satchel?
Because I don't think he's a satchel guy.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
It doesn't fit with his look.
Okay.
In my head.
But if you're
As the controller of his fashion
well,
space.
listen, that's what
That is
wives are
what
there
our job
for.
is.
But if you're on an adventure, you just need something. You're not on the adventure to look sexy. You're just on the adventure.
That's why we now have an adventure backpack.
All right.
It's not sexy, let me tell you that. It is large and in charge. Within that Thunder-Knicks game, Mike Brown talked after the game about SGA being a tough cover because he convinces the refs more than anyone else in the league that he's getting hit. Mike Brown was also losing his mind about SGA not getting called for an offensive foul in the first half of that game. That would have been SGA's 3rd foul. I'm almost reaching this point where the complaining about the Thunder from everybody, and we did it too with the Dort thing earlier this week and his foul on Jokic. And even Dort came out and said that he went too far, that basketball's a physical game and that was a step too far. But I do think all of the constant complaining about the Thunder is almost making me side with the Thunder. And I'll never forget the series here last year, so don't worry. I'm not like fully going over the edge. but it's just constant. I'm tired of the complaining in this sport at the moment. And I can complain with the best of them. But I was like, that was a great game. And I don't want this to be the singular conversation every time a team loses to the Thunder. Is that fair to ask?
No.
Okay.
No. What do you mean? You know how this goes? You know what this is? You know how we do? We did it all last year. It's fun when you're up and coming, but the second you start beating as the collective favorite teams, then it's like, okay, you're cheating. You're SGFTA. You guys are running around begging for fouls to be called. Y'all are dirty, right? Like, that's just what we do because we're a bunch of sore loser crybabies. That's what we are. Yeah. That's how we do it. Like, I don't know. Those things aren't offensive fouls. You guys stop crying about it. Get better at defense. Stop allowing dudes who aren't playing good enough defense to get bailed out in the public space because we are complaining about people drawing fouls. That's a part of the game. Yeah. It's making sure you don't foul, making sure you defend without fouling. If you can't do that, you don't play defense well. Don't be mad at the dude for getting the foul. Be mad at the dude for doing all the damn fouling.
Yeah.
I've never understood. Like, that's something that's wild to me because growing up playing, we always, when somebody fouled, we always got mad at the person doing the foul. Like, yo, stop fouling. Good Lord.
Chris said,
yes.
Damn, Jess, it's a day pack.
What
you need for long hikes. It'll be perfect for long hikes that we take or for camping where we hike in between. You love the outdoors and need to try camping. He's really trying to push camping on me. And he knows how to get me too because he'll be like, Jess isn't much of a camper. And then I'll fight back and be like, what do you mean by that? I'm a camper. I can camp. I don't want to camp.
Then let him have it. Say, yeah, I'm not much of a...
I love a bed.
We can hike. We can do a 8-hour, 10-hour hike and then just... be in the car going to the hotel to sleep in a nice comfy bed inside. The way the good Lord intended.
Find me a yurt.
You want a yurt? Okay, now.
I mean, I'm fine with a yurt. I just need walls.
You're being bougie.
No, not like a bougie yurt. Like literally there's a mattress on the ground and there's cover around
Jessica,
you.
Then that's basically camping.
Yeah, but there's a difference. Okay. I don't want to have to pitch a tent.
All right.
And I know he'll do it for me.
He'll pitch the tent. Yes.
God bless.
Yes, I understand.
My new favorite.
Wait, what are y'all gonna do for food? Can y'all cook on an open flame?
I'm a chef now.
Can you cook on an open flame?
Yes, I can cook on an open flame. I can make beans.
Y'all can light a fire. Okay.
Try me.
All right. I won't
actually.
But okay.
I don't know if I can light a fire. I said that with confidence. I think I could make it work. Okay. I've watched enough fires be lit.
Had a buddy of mine. His wife is the way Chris is, where it's like, hey, let's camp, let's outdoor stuff. And he's like, yeah, sure, I love you. Let's do it. He also likes being outside, so they end up in the Grand Canyon. They end up over there in the national park, and they're going to do this trail. The trail is only 2 miles.
Okay.
But it took them all day because the trail was a climb. Straight up. And she didn't realize it. He didn't realize it till about mile 1. Again, they're halfway done, and it is straight up. And she said, because they did it for their honeymoon. She was like, yeah, we almost got divorced. We almost got this wedding annulled because I didn't realize that, and he was mad. So be careful. Don't let Chris talk you into some stuff.
Yeah, Chris took me on that hike in Arkansas.
Yeah.
I think it was Pinnacle Mountain.
Okay.
And we were like scaling rocks.
Ooh.
We ended up on
that one.
There was the easy side, and we ended up on the hard side. And we scaled rocks up to the top, and there were multiple times. And that's why he got this adventure pack, because he said, imagine if I had had that adventure pack, we could have put all our stuff in it. I was scaling rocks with my phone in my hand. I had nowhere to put, I thought it was a casual walk. So I have like this hanging off as I'm clawing onto the side of this mountain. And it was a very treacherous time period. Anyway, he says I'm bougie and I need to be humbled. That's what my own husband just texted me.
You're a lot of things. I don't think you need to be humbled.
Thank you.
You are kind of bougie, but I don't need you to be humble.
I'm like chill bougie. That's how I describe myself. I'm very go with the flow. I can camp. I just don't want to.
Don't do that. No.
Before we move on, I did want to say from the NBA last night, my new favorite injury graphic dropped. Harrison Barnes missed Tuesday's game.
What an old man injury.
Because he woke up from a nap with a sore ankle.
And knee.
Woke up from nap with injury. Relatable to anybody over the age of 30. What's crazy is he had a 364-game Ironman streak going. He had not missed a game since 2021. Harrison Barnes had not missed a basketball game since 2021. And a nap took him out. It comes for all of us. Woke up from nap with injury. I saved that graphic for future use. It happens to me all the time.
Oh, neck, back. I've got this weird
My
thing
ankle.
now.
I've genuinely, in the midst of a nap, I think I've had a dream. I've been out so heavily. You reach that REM cycle and you feel like you went to a different planet. And I'll like twitch myself awake and I'll like throw my leg out. And my leg will be janky the rest of the day.
I've got this issue now where I don't know where to put my hands when I sleep because I wake up and my elbows will be sore, my shoulders will be sore, my wrists will be sore, all from how I sleep. And I don't know where to put my hands now so that I'm not waking up with my limbs injured.
I was going through this period where I'd wake up with a foot cramp. I'm not doing anything.
I'm asleep.
Why is my foot cramping?
I'm asleep. Neck, why do you hurt?
I'm asleep.
I'm asleep.
I'm sleepy.
And why didn't you wake me up before it got to this point? Like, what good are you, body?
Yeah, where's the
Like,
the
just
alarm?
wake me up before it gets to this point. I'll adjust it.
I can figure this out.
Yes. What an old man injury.
He's 33. I get it.
Yeah.
As a 34-year-old, I understand.
That's when it starts to happen.
Yes. Harrison Barnes, the chat remembering that we had death by Harrison Barnes twice this season. Why couldn't he have had a nap injury that game?
I guess he didn't take a nap.
Rude. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have a draft to do, the best viral animals of all time. The chat very angry with you that you did not include Harambe in the chat question of the day. Which of these is your favorite viral animal? 38%, Bubbles the monkey. I think there's some people who don't know who Bubbles the monkey is.
Oh, there's a whole lot of people who don't know who Bubbles is.
Generational viral. Anyway, we'll get into that. Plus, Lou Holtz died yesterday. We'll talk about it a little bit on the other side.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know Lou Holtz died.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you.
What a way to find out, Jessica. Damn.
Fridays at FedEx Forum just got a whole lot more fun for the family. With the Family Friday ticket offer, a $35 game ticket gets you a $10 food voucher and access to pregame shoot-around. Additionally, for every 4 tickets purchased, you get an autographed item from the Grizzlies vault. Capture moments that last a lifetime for birthdays, youth groups, and other family-friendly celebrations. Visit grizzlies.com/Friday to grab your tickets today.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all new tour.
Just a ham.
You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
Tiger, I guess, probably delivered or created the biggest headline from the weekend by leaving open the possibility that he will play at the Masters.
I don't think it's very likely, but anything with Tiger seemingly throughout his career, even in the late stages coming off injuries, has been possible. I mean, it will take a Herculean effort, I would believe, Gary, for him to be able to make it. But I think, I'll say this, if it is all physically possible, I think he will do it.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Risk my life to tell y'all these truths.
Cat Williams is back. Brand new material, a new tour, and the same legendary laughter he's delivered for decades.
Nick Cannon got 136 children, Jesus. Did you know that?
Always classic, always cat.
White people are friendly. You can call them at 3 o'clock in the morning with the wrong number and they won't even be mad at you. Hello? No, I'm sorry. No Shaquita here.
The Golden Age Tour, March 6th in FedEx Forum. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
With living in luxury at Southland Casino Hotel, the good life is closer than you think. Members get 1 entry with every 100 points earned playing on their Lucky North Rewards card, plus 1 free entry daily. Win free play at our hourly drawings, and don't miss our Saturday grand prize drawings in March. You could win a home theater package, premium massage chair, an outdoor jacuzzi, and $250,000 cash. Luxurious prizes await at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 or older. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Grizz Nation, don't miss your chance at the ultimate Memphis getaway. The Memphis Grizzlies and Memphis Travel are giving away weekly prizes in the I Love Memphis Getaway sweepstakes, plus a grand prize, the ultimate Memphis getaway, which includes a 2-night stay at Canopy by Hilton and floor seats to a Grizz game. Visit grizzlies.com/Memphis Travel and enter to win before Monday, March 16th. We are announcing new prize winners each week. Welcome back. Yes, CJ, Lou Holtz passed away yesterday. Do you live under a rock?
I was up here all day yesterday. I had three shows in the Grizzlies.
Oh, now
game,
you're making me feel bad.
And so I wasn't just on my phone in that sort of a way, and I don't get the notifications and the alerts.
Passed away at the age of 89.
R.I.P.
A long life. A college football legend.
One of the best coaches in college football history. One of the premier coaches in the sport, Lou Holtz.
Yeah. 7 decades in the sport, between being a coach, being a part of the ESPN group.
7 decades.
Do you remember, because everyone was doing their tributes to Lou Holtz yesterday. Do you remember him and Mark May?
Yes!
On the final verdict bit, and Reese Davis was like in the judge's outfit?
Yes!
I miss figuring out which one of the two of them between Mark May and Lou Holtz I hated the most. I used to sit and just like fume at both of them. It's so crazy how sports debate has like evolved tenfold since that time period. I used to watch that all the time. And then the other one that crossed my timeline, have you ever seen the Lou Holtz magic trick with the paper?
No.
He would always go around doing it to different college football teams, and it was like essentially a lesson in don't let people tear you down, don't let other people's words define who you are in this world. And while he's giving this speech, he's like tearing apart a newspaper, and he's crumpling it up, and he's folding it into a small bit. And then at the end, as he makes his like grand statement of like, you control like the narrative around you and you control your life, he like re-pulls the paper up, and it's the full paper. Like this piece of paper that he has just shredded and folded. And Lou Holtz, a magician. I've never figured out how he did it. I've never looked it up. I'm sure it's easy if I look it up, because I don't think Lou Holtz is actually a magician. But he sure looked like one.
What a college football motivational trick to use.
It's such a perfect college football bit. I'm like, you are coach.
Yep.
I think college football coach, and I think something like that. And I hope that still carries over.
National champion?
Yeah, 88.
Yeah. Lou Holtz, man. Success at Arkansas around these parts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Gosh, losing legends, man.
Left and right.
Oh, boy.
Is this how our parents felt?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Because I saw somebody the other day, they were talking about the Oscars are going to do a tribute to Rob Reiner, and Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal are going to come back for it. And somebody quote tweeted it and said, man, this is going to be the hardest year yet for the in memoriam segment. And I was like, isn't every year moving forward for our generation going to be the hardest year yet? And obviously some years have more loss than others, but we have just reached this point where like the people who were staples of our growing up, the ones who either made us college football fans or were a part of our journey in being a sports fan in a variety of different sports or entertainment or whatever it may be, now they're passing away, and that's sad.
That one hurts. That one came. He lived a long life, still came unexpectedly.
Yes, a nice long life at 89.
I don't want to be like, I wish he had more time, because he had all of the time, and he made a career out of, like you said, 70 years in the sport. 70 years?
Yeah.
And the last thing, the thing that I'll remember him for, the last thing is getting under Ryan Day's skin. Oh my gosh.
A gift, really.
What a man Lou
A
Holtz
real
was.
gift at the very end. Oh, God, that was so good.
88, that was Notre Dame. That was Rocket Ishmael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate Rocket
What
Ishmael.
did he say again? Did he say that they weren't tough?
I think so. I
Or
think
something
he
of
said
that capacity?
they were soft or something along those lines.
Like everybody beats Ohio State because they're tougher than Ohio
Yeah.
State or more physical than Ohio State. Oh, that was a great time. All right, let's do a draft. We
Let's
are
do it.
drafting viral animals in honor of Punch the Monkey. Update on Punch. I was told that he's outgrowing his IKEA plushie. And like NBC News tried to tell me that he's making friends and becoming a member of Monkey Society. And then I saw a new video, Complex shared it, that was taken yesterday where he gets pushed, like he gets hip checked off a ledge and he waits down below for one of the monkeys to come and like check and see if he's okay. And he finally gives up and he goes back to that dang plushie and he sadly like cuddles into it. I said, Punch is still not okay. We must still be protecting Punch. Anyway, viral animal draft in honor of Punch the Monkey, who continues to flood my timeline and has taken the internet by storm. Our first viral animal of 2026. And we always have one. So let's find out. Ooh, I'm a British thing.
You're a British?
I was going to say like the soldiers at Buckingham Palace, but then
Yeah.
I also thought that could be Russian.
Ooh.
You know, like the big hat
Yeah.
situation. You're
Yeah,
just
Rasputin
green.
type of
Yeah. I'm going to do the Rasputin dance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
All right.
All right.
So you guys were mad at me. Let me first off get to throw this in here. Make sure because I got to document the
I
time.
know. You got to document the timestamps. Very
Y'all are mad at
important
me.
part of your job.
As I get to my notes because I didn't put a certain animal in the whatchamacallit in the poll, and I didn't put it in the poll because I didn't want to tip my hand. I want Harambe. Give me Harambe. Fantastic gorilla. A long live R.I.P. Harambe.
A martyr.
Very much so. Death in 2016, right?
Yeah.
Set this whole thing in motion. If we could go back in time and keep Harambe alive, maybe the world would be a better place. Not maybe.
Some
The
people
world
say.
would definitely be. That was a touch point moment right there. That was a defining moment right there. If we can keep that little kid out of the damn enclosure, we can keep Harambe alive.
And we can keep society functioning.
at a relatively normal way.
Normal
Yeah.
in comparison.
In
more
comparison.
more precedented times.
Yes. Harambe.
Good pick.
Thank you.
R.I.P. gone but never forgotten. I will take Grumpy Cat with the #1 pick. Grumpy Cat, who went from being a viral internet cat, one of the best internet cats we ever did see, had over 2 million followers on Instagram, had hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. What's Grumpy Cat doing? I don't know, being grumpy. But Grumpy Cat became synonymous with just being grumpy grumps in your own life. And you know, I love an animal that makes me feel okay with being a bit of a grump.
I had Grumpy Cat on my list. There are a couple of cats on my list. Now I'm nervous. I'm panicking. I got to go with the other cat. Give me Maru the box cat. The cat that famous on YouTube jumping in and out of the box. Give me the box cat.
Interesting.
Yeah, just want to make sure that I get it. A lot of people right at the early stages of YouTube watched that cat video, and cat videos really started to pop after that. Maru died?
Lou Holtz and Maru
I
on
can't
one
handle
show.
this. You guys are killing me
tough.
and killing all of my heroes.
It's tough.
Wow, died last year.
Yeah,
Grumpy Cat is dead?
Yeah, Grumpy Cat died years ago.
I thought Grumpy Cat was born in 2017.
No.
Okay.
That's okay. I've come to peace.
I didn't know
Most
these.
viral animals in life eventually, you know.
Yeah, Grumpy Cat
Gone
was
too
only
soon.
7.
Again, gone too soon.
Oh my gosh.
All right, give me the people's princess, the pygmy princess, Mudang. I love a hippopotamus. I love a baby hippopotamus. Mudang took over our lives, our souls. We have T-shirts with this show with Mudang on them. Like, that's how great it is.
I go to certain establishments and they call me Mudang because I wear that shirt. I go to certain establishments where you have to give your name for the food. And they just like, oh, you've been here enough. We know. You Mudang. Mudang, come get your food.
I hope Mudang's doing well.
I bet Mudang is huge right now.
Probably.
Yeah.
And Mudang is alive.
Thank goodness.
I mean, since we've
Stop playing.
only taken dead animals so far, I want to be sure we get some life representation here.
Oh, wow. Well, on to that point, locally, Giraffe.
Oh, wow.
Giraffe locally, I think, has a special place in everybody's heart. The baby giraffe born to the Memphis Zoo, who they had to ship up out of here because he was coming of age and was going to start challenging the other males in the exhibit. Giraffe is in Utah now?
I believe so.
Yeah, kicking it with Jaren. Yeah, so give me Giraffe.
There's a new baby giraffe in town in Toledo.
Oh.
The cutest.
Did you see? We talked about it last week. The baby giraffe here.
Yeah.
Nose to nose with an ostrich.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, my next pick will be Pizza Rat. Give me Pizza Rat, the 2015 viral sensation. Little rat dragging big piece of pizza down the subway stairs in New York. It shows heart. It shows grit. It shows the soul of the city, the hustle and bustle of the city. That is Pizza Rat to me. I love the Pizza Rat.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good one. I thought about
all of them. Yeah. You missed the Pizza Rat.
All right, so can I take Shamu?
Oh,
okay, Shamu. That we didn't
do
have
Shamu dirty.
We didn't. Yes, they shot Harambe in the face, right? They've done. We do some of these
but I
animals
feel like
dirty.
Shamu is one of the most tragic
animals
in captivity stories of all time.
A killer whale in a space.
So you're not
this
taking
size.
Shamu as you're taking a martyr.
Yes.
You have 2 martyrs on your list.
I understand, but Shamu, for those of you who don't know, was the killer whale at SeaWorld when SeaWorld was a cool place to be. And as a kid, all I wanted to do was see Shamu. Mid-90s, late 90s, all I wanted to do was to see Shamu. And then what's the documentary that pops off? Blackfish? Blackfin?
Is it Blackfish?
Black something or another. It's like, oh gosh.
I think it's Blackfish.
Oh gosh, it's not.
Oh my God, the
Shamu.
story of how they got Shamu is like one of the most horrific. They harpooned Shamu's mom and took Shamu from the seas and then put her in captivity. Him. That was sad.
Yeah, Shamu. Long live Shamu.
Okay.
Pretty sure Shamu died also.
Yes, of an infection.
Oh,
They didn't take care of it. Okay. Fine. I'll take Punch the Monkey. Young in this life, but already effective to the point where if we're doing a draft in 10 years, Punch would absolutely be included in future viral animal draft. So I think quick importance from Punch, which just shows the true virability of a little monkey that has an IKEA stuffed animal.
Absolutely. I like that pick. Because if it was there for 5, I was going to get Punch. All right. You okay?
Yes.
Give me, am I allowed to get Bubbles also?
Yeah.
Give me Bubbles. Michael Jackson's monkey. We all knew the name of Bubbles growing up. Like, if you were a kid of a certain age, you knew Michael Jackson walked around. He and Bubbles kicked it at Neverland Ranch. Michael would do press interviews, and Bubbles would be right there in Michael's lap. Give me Bubbles.
Okay. I will take, going between 2.
I mean, which 2?
I could take Gidget the Taco Bell dog.
I thought about that.
But I'm not going to. Give me Cocaine Bear.
Really?
The real life Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
Yep. The real life Cocaine Bear that created the story that was loosely based on the real Cocaine Bear's life in the movie Cocaine Bear. 54% on Metacritic. I don't care. It's the story of a bear that accidentally eats a giant dose of drugs. Cocaine Bear. Yeah. My last pick.
I thought about the Taco Bell dog. Was like, well, there are better pop culture dogs than that. And I wasn't sure if I could get that because it's not really a real dog.
I know.
I wasn't sure if I could get Lassie.
Yeah, right.
Or
we didn't do literary animals.
Yeah.
These are viral animals. There's a difference between real life animals out in the wild and
or in
those.
Captivity getting shot and murdered.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Our,
now I'm sad. This draft was supposed to be fun.
It was kind of sad.
Now I'm really, really sad.
But I'm just glad I got Cocaine Bear and Pizza Rat.
Pizza
Cocaine
Rat
Bear and Pizza Rat on the
is
same team. I don't want to say I crushed you, but yours is sad. Your list, sad.
But they brought so much
My joy.
When they were alive, they brought so much joy to everybody.
Honorary mention, according to our good friend Buckeye Boy, Pablo Escobar's hippos.
Surprised you
He also said the little pig in the commercials that goes wee with the pinwheel out the window, and I do love that pig. But I can't do commercial picks. I cannot. All right, we got to take a quick break. We have a special guest joining us in studio. He plays Biff in Back to the Future, the musical. Biff, one of the great villains, one of the great high school villains in cinematic history, now making his way on the stage here at the Orpheum this week. He also originated the role on Broadway. Nathaniel Hackman will join us after a quick break in studio. Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies.
Absolutely amazing. Wells, a rhythm three. Yes, sir! That's an exclamation point on this game.
Grizz fans, defend your home court from pests with Terminix. Before cockroaches, spiders, and mice show up, Terminix it with our pest-free 365-plus year-round protection plan. Visit Terminix.com today and enter code SAVE50 at checkout to save $50. Terms apply. Go Grizzlies!
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dome Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dome Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Welcome back. It is Thursday. It is Theater Thursday, and we have a very special guest joining us in studio this morning. Nathaniel Hackman plays Biff in the national tour of Back to the Future, the musical. He also originated the role on Broadway, and he is in studio with us now. I almost called you Biff.
That's
Does
fine.
that happen to you
It
often
does.
now?
It does, and it's really okay. I don't mind.
It's okay.
Yeah.
How is it playing an iconic villain, right?
So,
like that's just someone that a lot of people know. Oh, Biff, that's a bad guy.
he is a bad guy. I think for me, it's an incredible opportunity to be a part of this IP. I grew up on this franchise. I love these movies desperately. And so getting to be a part of it in any way, shape, or form is a huge thing. And one of the best things about playing any sort of villain is the whole drama hangs on how much you believe that I want to be the obstacle to the actual thing, right? So if I do a good job, you're going to hate me, and that's kind of the thing, and that's pretty great. And it also means that whenever I come out to the stage door, I've been doing this business for 20 years, 25 years, And whenever I come out to the stage door, everybody knows exactly what they want from me.
Yeah.
They want the noogie. They want me to call them a butthead. You know what I mean? It's kind of perfect.
Is butthead your favorite thing that you get to say in the show? My husband said the word butthead yesterday, and I was like, you said that because we just saw Back to the Future. Like, you have not said butthead in years.
I mean, this is slightly, this might be rumor, but I like to think of it as fact. And my understanding is that term was something that Tom Wilson sort of riffed on set, and they kept it in the movie. And I'm not sure that he invented the term, but he certainly made it iconic.
So you said you were a fan of Back to the Future. What was your favorite thing about the Back to the Future franchise that made it something that has stuck with you now for all these years?
Oh my gosh, I was the right age to remember when the sequels came out in the movie theaters, and so I remember going to Pizza Hut and getting the sunglasses of the future. You could collect them if you got the pizzas, and I had a poster on my wall of the cars of the future. I mean, the flying car and owning a hoverboard, that's like all I've ever wanted in my whole life.
I think many did because of that.
I think I'm not alone on that.
No, and this car in the show is incredible. I was telling someone yesterday, I think it's the best tech show that we've had come through Memphis, both with the use of the screen and technology, and the clock tower scene is awesome. But then the car, and ultimately, spoiler alert, but like a flying car in the theater. Your perspective of it from being somebody a part of this show, what is it like for you? Have you ever seen something like this in stage productions?
No, you know, like you said, it is a spectacle that is unparalleled in my experience. And being a fan, one of my favorite moments that has been with me since I did it on Broadway, I'm able to come up on stage during a moment near the end when everybody else is on stage doing the thing just before I enter as Biff. And I get to have my own moment with the DeLorean time machine. And it feels like being in the room with a star. It really is incredible.
Does she have her own dressing room?
She definitely takes up her own semi-truck, I'll tell you that.
I can imagine. It probably is something that takes quite a bit of time to get through.
So you originated the role on Broadway. How did that come about?
That's correct. I did. I was the first person to get to do it on Broadway. The show originally started in the West End, so someone else technically created the part, and if you get the soundtrack, that's not my voice that's on the original cast album. But when I was over in England making a recording when the show was going, before it had announced its American run, I only had one evening off. I was there for 5 days, and I only had one evening off, so I decided I had to get tickets for Back to the Future because I was a fan. And I was so trepidatious. I was so worried that they were going to ruin this thing that I loved so desperately. I grew up on these movies, you know. And I remember walking into the theater, and this still in England, they don't have Playbill magazine. That's an American invention to have a handheld program. If you're in England, you have to buy the program that tells you the information about the performers. So I got through the show. I loved it. I literally leapt to my feet when George knocks Biff out in 1955 and he falls on his rump. And when the car flew, I mean, spoiler alert. But I loved it. I loved everything about it. And so I went and bought the program and realized when I was holding the program in my hand that the person who directed and choreographed the show were people that I had worked with in a show called Jerry Springer the Opera off Broadway. Yes, it's just as ridiculous as you can imagine it being.
You cannot just roll past Jerry Springer the Opera.
Yes.
In a nutshell.
I know it's a bit tangential. So so it is exactly what you would imagine it to be. It is sort of a loosely framed story on the imaginary assassination of Jerry Springer, and it is absolutely true. The first act, it's basically a Jerry Springer show, and I played the white husband of a black pole dancer who it's discovered on the show that he's actually a member of the Ku Klux Klan, and he goes just for the donuts. So it's a ridiculous thing. But so he gets assassinated, and then the whole second act takes place in the afterlife, and it's kind of about Jerry Springer's coming to terms with being a reality star and how he's kind of ruined American culture. Anyway, it doesn't.
And you're telling me that this has not found its way.
It's been no. It was off Broadway about 8 years ago, and we were aiming at a Broadway run, and we were between this current administration's two presidencies, and I think because of the timing of the politics, it wasn't quite it didn't quite hit the way it was supposed to. It's been kicking around for a while. You can find this thing. It's on YouTube. It was at Carnegie Hall. Like, it's a real thing. It's through song.
Is there a mailing list or something like that? A way to stay informed on when it's coming? I need to see this. I've never needed to see something more in my life.
I know, there are bootlegs. It's worth checking out. I promise.
Okay.
But anyway, so I found out that this thing that I had done off Broadway called Jerry Springer the Opera was directed and choreographed by the same team who had done this one in West End. So I had their information on my phone, and I literally texted John Rando and Chris Bailey, who are the director and choreographer, and I said, this was amazing. I had such a great time. I literally have tears streaming down my face. You must see me for Biff when it comes to Broadway. And John wrote me back immediately, and he said, oh yeah, you're on the list. And so many auditions later, lots of work sessions, meeting Bob Gale and Alan Silvestri and Bob Zemeckis and all these people who had created this film. In the midst of all this, I felt really good about my chances. The second person that I texted was my wife, because after watching it on the West End, I said, babe, I think I have a better chance at booking this lead than anything before this because the car is the star. They're not going to be paying Hugh Jackman to come and play Biff because they don't need him because the car is amazing.
Okay, I find that fascinating because I'm a big theater person and I adore the industry. And if there are two things that feel to be driving the industry, how do I say this? It's musicals based on IP, and the audience here in Memphis, and I'm sure you experience it across the United States, people love Back to the Future. And so for people who are fringe theater fans or maybe not going to a night at the theater, they see something that they love and that's familiar to them. And so I'm always for anything that gets people to go to the theater, right?
Me too, 100%.
Then the other piece is on Broadway, everything is so star-driven now. And so that story that you just told, I imagine it's frustrating at times because in a world where a lot of people within the theater community were able to get more opportunities and maybe come into their own in a larger space, a lot of those roles go to celebrities now.
Yeah, it can be tricky, I understand that it's a commercial business, and so from a producer's and a director's perspective, it behooves them to bring people into their show that bring people to the show, right? So that is something that I understand totally. I also am always grateful when I see a cast list that doesn't have somebody who's a star in it, because I am not a star as yet.
Yes. You're a star today.
Yeah, that's right. Today I am. And again, I'm very lucky that I get to be a part of this. Partially, thank you, Tom Wilson, for having the bone structure you do, because I resemble the guy who did it in the movie,
yes.
right?
I'm sure some people are like, hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a relation there?
The really little kids are often like, did you do it in the movie? And I'm like, I am sure Tom Wilson would be thrilled to hear that you think he still looks
that young.
Exactly.
We'll just go with it for
right
now.
Yeah.
I loved in your bio, you have a line about playing the antagonists in a variety of people's musicals throughout time. Do you have a favorite villain of all time in musical theater?
In music theater, so I got to play both Valjean and Javert in Les Miserables, which was an epic show and an epic undertaking, because so much of the show one or the other of them is in.
Sure.
And one of the things that I love about villains is trying to find the human element to it, the thing that makes it a three-dimensional human. Instead of just like being the bad guy twisting his mustache, you have to, if the audience can connect with the human being and their motivation, then it adds to both the empathy for the character and somewhat the discomfort in the actions that person would take, right? And so, I've been very lucky. I've played a lot of great villains. I love Judd in Oklahoma. He's very nuanced, and Javert is amazing as well. I don't think they come any more iconic than Biff, though. Is there a more quintessential bully from the,
from a bully villain standpoint?
Yeah, from the high school bully. Like every high school bully that you see in media these days is somewhat inspired by Tom Wilson's performance. I'm sure of it.
Total sense.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream role? We always ask anybody who comes through here.
Oh, gosh.
Do you want to manifest anything other than maybe playing Jerry Springer himself someday
right, exactly.
in the Jerry Springer opera?
So I'm a huge Sondheim fan. I would give my left leg to go and see, or to go and be a part of a big Sondheim production. I love Stephen Sondheim's music. But honestly, I'm at the point in my career where I've gotten to do a whole lot of the big iconic roles in the big iconic shows, and I'm mostly looking forward to new stuff. One of the great things about Back to the Future is that this is the first time it's ever been to many of these places, including Memphis. And I think getting to bring something new that scratches the itch of nostalgia, and really introduces this thing that we all know and love, and honors it in a way that the fandom is not. I will say we always have people at the stage door who are dressed up as Doc and Marty And I've never heard one person come and say, okay, I have notes. You know what I mean? They're always like, oh, I had such a great time. And it's because the people who created the show and are in the show care about the universe that Back to the Future has created.
Nathaniel, thank you so much for coming in and giving us a little sports break in difficult sport times. You know your city. You came in and said, I heard we're not supposed to talk about sports right
We'll
now.
go
And
Grizzlies
I was like,
anyway.
Go Grizzlies anyway, forever and always. Thank you so much. You can see Nathaniel as Biff in Back to the Future, the musical, through Sunday at the Orpheum. Get your tickets today. We will take a quick break. When we come back, it's senior night for the Memphis Tigers tonight, right here at FedEx Forum, Memphis, South Florida. We'll get into that. I'll get CJ's final verdict on was it a fight yesterday at the Sun Belt Women's Conference Tournament, and we'll do a little Theater Thursday, some movies we've watched this week too. We'll be right back.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Good, bro.
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All three of us on the same stage every night. Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
I risk my life to tell y'all these truths.
Cat Williams is back. Brand new material, a new tour, and the same legendary laughter he's delivered for decades.
Nick Cannon got 136 children, Jesus. Did you know that?
Always classic, always Cat.
White people are friendly. You can call them at 3 o'clock in the morning with the wrong number and they won't even be mad at you. Hello? No, I'm sorry. No Shaquita here.
The Golden Age Tour, March 6th in FedEx Forum. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Welcome back. A big thank you to Nathaniel Hackman for joining us in studio. I now have a life mission of seeing Jerry Springer, the opera, at some point in my life. If there was any reality television show that you could turn into a musical, what would it be and why? Yeah.
Reality TV show to turn into a musical?
Mm-hmm.
There's only one answer. There's only one answer.
Flavor of Love.
Season 1. Season 1 Flavor of Love. That is the only correct answer to this question. You're telling me I'm gonna get what's her name pooping on the floor? Can you imagine the musical number? Who dookied on the floor? Who dookied on the floor? There's Dookie on the floor. Who dookied? Right? Like you get that song. Yes. We get Pumpkin and New York. The duet that we all need.
New York was on Z-Way this week.
Why?
Because she's an iconic ghost.
Oh my God.
It was so funny. She was like, not on Al Gore's internet.
Who said that? New York or
Z-Way? Tiffany. No,
okay.
on the show. She's
gosh.
Al Gore's internet?
You got... And I want it to be the setting to be this mansion, but slowly over the course of the show, it gets more decrepit.
Okay.
And things start falling.
There's like a metaphor happening with everything.
You know Flavor Flav is not rich. You know this isn't Flavor Flav's house.
Make it happen.
Get sweetness. Oh my gosh.
Hey, the Memphis Tigers play South Florida tonight. I'll give you $100 right now. 100. If you can name the 6 seniors who will be honored at senior night.
No.
Okay.
No. Like what? No.
Can you name one?
No.
Yes, you can.
Who?
Doug McDaniel.
No.
Sincere Parker.
No. I thought all of those
Zach
dudes.
Davis.
I thought all of those dudes were sophomores and juniors.
No, they're seniors.
They're this bad and they're seniors?
They're seniors.
Like, okay. All right. Have fun.
They gotta win.
Huh?
They gotta win
What do you mean they gotta win?
to get to the tournament.
They have to win.
They don't
must
have
win?
to win. It's not.
Okay.
Well, I mean, every game feels a little precariously must win. They still have a 1-game advantage on East Carolina and Rice.
So if there's a tie.
2 games remain. Well, you now lose the tiebreaker to East Carolina.
Okay, and if it's a 3-way tie. Man,
I don't.
I can't.
I don't want to be
I
figuring
can't.
out. I should not be spending any time figuring out the tiebreaker scenario of getting into the American Conference
Come on,
tournament.
man. Good luck. Go Tigers. Go.
It is
and
their
all that
last home
jazz.
game of the season. So
Okay.
if you have it in your heart,
You
come support the
should- you
seniors
should
on
go.
senior night.
Go, man. If you're a fan of them,
Yes.
go. And if you're not, it's still D1 college basketball. Should be real affordable, real easy to get in. Go take the family. Absolutely.
Come walk around outside.
It's
hang
nice.
out.
It is nice. It's real nice.
I walked what is it? The Green Line? Is that the one over on Mud Island? By the river? The river was muddy
Is
yesterday.
it Beltline?
I don't know.
Okay.
Something line.
Okay.
It was so nice. It was hot. It was
So
80
humid.
degrees.
So humid.
Muggy. But
Yeah,
not
muggy.
not
Muggy.
aggressively muggy.
Muggy, not
like
muggy is a
I
good
can be
word.
outside. I left the double post last night and I was in a sleeveless dress and I didn't even have to put a sweater on.
Okay.
It's still 70 degrees.
Nice.
But this is nice.
Yeah.
But it's March 5th.
I mean, enjoy this because in May it's going to be unbearable. Yeah, like mid-April is going to be like, okay, this is tough. And in May it'll be unbearable until, I don't know, October and November.
LeBron the musical with Skip Bayless as the villain.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
All right.
Wait, sports music? Are we doing sports musicals now?
I don't know. We could.
I wouldn't mind those Cocaine Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cocaine Cowboys, the musical. Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman.
That'd be good.
Emmett Smith.
Some personalities.
Yeah. That would be cool. Oh, a musical simply called The Punch with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. Like,
I see that more as a 2-man play.
Yeah.
Where they have to work through their male feelings.
Okay. And they just top dog underdog style, and then it just culminates with Poole
great
getting punched in the
reference.
in the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cultured, Jessica.
Could be artsy.
I read Top Dog Underdog in high school.
Good for you.
In fact, I did a report on it to get out of doing the what's it called? The last test you got to take for a class.
Finals?
Yep.
The final?
To get out of doing the finals, I did a report on Top Dog
Underdog.
Yeah,
That is one of the probably own 10 physical copies of plays, and for whatever reason, that's one of the ones that I own. I mean, it's a great play.
Yeah.
It just happened to be. I was going through a period where I really enjoyed buying scripts. It was nerdy. It's okay.
God,
It's
listen, I didn't
fine.
want to
It's
call
really-
you a
it's
nerd,
really
but yeah,
nerdy.
that's
It's-
real nerd behavior. Another
like
sports
that.
one.
What other sports one?
Spygate. Spygate the musical?
Spygate would be good. I'm trying to think of the last great sports piece of either play or musical that I saw. Obviously, High School Musical, but
obviously
top tier. There was
we
a
get
play
a lot
about
of those?
Lombardi,
Okay.
and it was a lot about his wife.
Okay.
It was interesting. Judith Light played his wife.
Which one would be better, Spygate or Deflategate? Could we do Spygate? Could we just call it simply Patriots Gate, and then Act 1 be Spygate and Act 2 be
Or
Deflategate?
a Patriot story.
A Patriot
and then
story?
you convince some people that they're actually coming to a show about
Ooh.
it gets a wide audience.
Yes.
It casts a wide net.
Yes.
And then they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why is this show all about Bill Belichick?
Oh, hold up. Tom Brady.
Actually, a whimsical musical about the life of Bill Belichick, where he starts dating a younger woman who forces him into a life of whimsy.
So the first
That's
act,
good.
the first act,
Is him
real
as a coach.
serious, real stern,
Yeah.
real drama filled.
Gets to the point where he has to retire.
Then we get to the point when he retires.
Yeah.
And then we meet Jordan Hudson. There's a big number,
Lots of glitter.
and the light on the
Everywhere.
stage gets brighter and
Either a
gets
kick
more.
line or a tap break. I haven't decided.
And then boom. Then Act 2 we
Is
come back,
him getting
and
his
it's-
feet
it's all-
back under him, and he
Yep.
goes to North Carolina. But this is a musical, so there has to be a happy ending. And North Carolina wins a national championship.
It's all fun songs. Why is
Yeah,
that the happy ending? The
and they
happy-
get married.
That's the happy end. The
I don't
happy
think she wants to
ending
get married.
is that they have each other, not the success on the football field, which is the lesson that Bill Belichick's character learns in Belichick the Musical.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And
Hey, we're
there's
just giving you
definitely
guys
an adult
ideas.
cheerleading opportunity.
Oh, can you imagine the adult cheerleading number?
That'd be so good.
Oh, we could make things happen with that, Jessica.
Yeah. All right. Before we get out of here, CJ Fight Watch 2026. We had Coastal Carolina and South Alabama.
I'm glad you bring this up.
Women's basketball tournament, Sun Belt Conference tournament. 8 players ejected after this, what are we calling it, breaks out. Is it a fight?
No.
Is it a kerfluffle?
Yeah.
Okay, kerfluffle with
there was
collateral damage because we get an official on the floor. Ref down. SOS.
No,
I'm not laughing.
I
They're
saw
okay.
that. I saw that, and some people laughed. There's a punch thrown, 2 punches thrown by one person. Nobody else is trying to fight. They start pulling people back. People hit the ground. The ref just gets knocked onto the ground. Head bounces off the floor, unfortunately. So just because it's not a fight doesn't mean people aren't subjected to some serious injuries. But like that's not a fight.
In Women's History Month.
Yeah. When else should they fight?
Always. The fight never ends.
Correct.
The
Yes.
fight is within all of us.
And
If we
sometimes
just
let
dig
it spill
deep.
out.
So what's the official?
No, it's
But
not.
what
a
is
fight.
it?
Kerfuffle.
Okay.
Dust up.
A dust up.
Dust up. Yeah. A punch was thrown, but didn't really land, and nobody else threw a follow-up punch. So no,
Okay.
not a fight.
Watch anything good movie-wise before we get out of here?
Oh gosh, you put me on. Oh, I watched the Taylor. Yeah, I thought we were done. I watched the Taylor Tomlinson stand-up special on Netflix.
How was it?
I find her hilarious.
I do too. I really like
She
her.
is awesome.
Okay.
I've watched 3 or 4, however many big specials she's had.
You
I've
watched
watched
all of
them all. Every single time I laugh. I know she's funny because my wife laughs and she doesn't laugh at any of my jokes. And I'm hilarious. Hilarious. Go watch it. You'll enjoy it.
I know that I will, so I will try to watch it. I watched Begonia. I have 2 movies left. The Academy Awards are 2 weeks away. 2 movies left, Frankenstein and Train Dreams. Begonia, I really enjoyed it. Way more than I thought I would. It's a little, gross at times. There's some body horror. There's some stuff with bees. But I thought it was a very interesting story, ultimately. And Emma Stone was great, and Jesse Plemons is awesome. And maybe there's aliens amongst us. Maybe you're an alien. I don't know. I can't shave your head because it's already shaved.
I have hair other places if you would like to shave.
I don't know if that hair has the, ew, please never say if you would like to shave it.
What?
I don't want to shave your hair.
Okay. I'm just saying, you bring up the movie. I got eyebrows. I got a
Maybe
beard.
you have a beard.
I'm pretty smooth everywhere else, but I got hair.
Everybody have a great rest of your Thursday.
What?
Tomorrow's Friday.
You don't like my shenanigans during Women's History Month?
I love all shenanigans. And I'm going to skedaddle out of here.
Oh, come on, Jessica. Be better than that.
Skedaddle. Right on out of here. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the week. We'll see you then. Bye.
Nothing's wrong with me. What's wrong with
Everything.
you people?
Everything.
What are y'all talking about?